My name is Joe and welcome to my brand new channel, A Guy Called Joe. The purpose of today's video is to film and document me fitting a genuine Smart Mercedes armrest to my Brabus 451. A few years ago I noticed that a lot of these cars, well, some of them didn't have an armrest and some of them did. Well, unfortunately for me, mine hasn't, so I'm going to be fitting my own. I have actually bought the armrest already, but I have heard of a lot of people struggling to get the genuine armrest. So what I did to get mine is I went on the website of the largest car selling platform there is, and looked through a few pictures on there, seen a car with an armrest, wrote down the registration, then went to Mercedes and ordered it. It took 1 week to come, which was pretty good because I think it came from Germany. They still do the armrest for these cars, but it's just that if your car didn't leave the factory with the armrest, then you can't order it. You've got to use the registration of a car that came out of the factory with the armrest, if you understand what I mean. So the best thing to do is I'll go through the costings and I'll show you the actual armrest. Oh, another thing to remember is when you do order it, don't forget to order the bracket, the fixings that actually fit onto the seat, because if you don't, then it's kind of pointless. So yeah, I'll go through the costings and I'll show you the armrest. This part from Mercedes is not cheap. It does cost £185 just for the armrest on its own, and extra £30 for the fixings. With the fixings you will get the bracket, 3 bolts, a couple of clips and the trim piece. Right guys, this is the armrest. It's fairly basic, so hopefully pretty easy to fit. This is the bracket with 3 bolts, 2 clips and a trim piece. Right guys, if your car is the model with the airbag in the seat, remember to disconnect your battery first. And then underneath the seat there are 3 plugs. One for the airbag, one for the heated seat, and one for the seatbelt alarm. At the front of the seat you're going to need a T50 torque, and for the bolt at the rear of the seat you're going to need a T45 torque. So let's get it out. Right guys, so here we are again. We're going to fit the armrest on the car on the seat. So yeah, just sit tight. In fact, I'll zoom you in, might be a little bit better. Lift the seat cover to expose the foam from underneath. Then use a sharp knife, or in my case a blade, to cut away to reveal the 2 lower holes in the frame of the seat. Right guys, as you can see, I've exposed both the lower holes, and now I need to get the bolts through from the inside of the frame. I need to expose the 3rd upper hole in the frame, which is about there. And these are the bolts I showed you earlier. They're all the same size. so it doesn't really matter which one goes where. Right guys, I'm back. The armrest bracket is in. What a nightmare. That was hard work for such a little thing. It was so fiddly. So I couldn't actually film what I did because it was that fiddly, and I would have been here, well, I have been here a long time trying to fit it, but it's fitted now. So I will show you where the bracket is and the fittings. This is the bracket that I fitted, but it's the upper bolt that goes in here that is the hard one to fit. What I will do now is show you the bolts from the inside of the frame. This is the hard to fit upper bolt, and these are the two lower bolts. Right guys, so we've clipped it all back in. Now what we're going to do is make a little cut in the seat there so we can get the bracket showing. So we've got this, I don't know if you can see that little clip. Let me just get that little clip. Goes on there, like that. So I've got that clip there. And then you've got this this cover. And it's the cover is the shape of the bracket, so you can't really get it wrong. I don't think. Got to play around with it. Oh, there we go. And then we've got a retaining clip, which basically you've got to get this the right way around. So there's a little bit of that long bit there. If you look at the shape of it, that long bit, there is a little slot down here. Now I've seen people do these on other videos where they put them the wrong way around, but I'm going to show you how to put it the right way around. So basically the clip is the shape of the bracket. So put it on there. Again, it is fiddly, but it does go on. There we go. So that's in. And that will lock the armrest in place, which I've got right here. So you put that in. Now that little bit there, in there, will lock into, don't know if you can see that, but it's got a little cut there, and that pin will lock into that. So once it's in, it's kind of in. Right. Yeah, so that's not coming off there. And then you've got the adjuster underneath. To lock it in place wherever you need it. So that is it. That is how the armrest will be. Best thing to do now is get this seat back in the car. Right guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you know anybody that likes this type of content, could you share it with them, or give me a comment, a like, a subscribe even. I'm new to this, so any help would be much appreciated. And as you can see, the armrest is fully in. I've not been for a drive yet, but I will be doing soon just to test it out, and I'll keep you up to date with that. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Balls, where the fixings who Whoops. Might be